Ghetto mic. One day I'll replace it. It's the last thing I need to replace. Oasis is way better.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Loosen up. This is supposed to be fun.
After the Kiyoko lies a blissful eternity until the shot connects.
If you want my help, you better be dying.
Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
We're on our way to payday.
What the fuck? Yeah, that makes sense. That should be there. whole point of this game just a psyop to fucking make the youth of America deaf so they can't fight back and resist? Fake life. Okay, y'all gonna do anything with that? No? Probably not.
There are no secrets.
Every fucking time I die, they get pushed all the way back to the base. Nobody kicks me, this. Thank you. Damn. I'm not a brain aneurysm, dude. Good for a quick play game.
Ya volví. Oh, I'll send my condolences to Max. You're mine now. ¿Qué tal? Te mato. By the Trojan horse. Hola. I'm untouchable. You're mine now. Still waiting on EMP. Tengo que irme. System hack. You're mine now. System hack. Apagando la... Sterben nicht.
Why didn't it throw my thing? I'm trying to throw my damn thing. Or my mouse button.
A darle otra. Apagando las luces.
We got it where we want it.
So slow.
Willpower burns within me.
Tengo que irme. You're mine now. ¿Qué onda?
Anyone?
Victory. Play of the game.
この民よ、敵を食らえ。
That was a fun game. Start full screen and just like chill for a second.
Arriving at Coliseum.
Put me in a mid-match.
My ally alone. There are no
They took
secrets.
the robot from us.
That came in handy.
I'm not running so slow, bro.
Did I scare you?
System time for
Reverse the time!
that party was boring. Tengo que ir.
¿Qué tal?
The robot is ours! Where do you want to go?
Amazing! Just what the doctor ordered. Almost there, and I'm back. Más de donde vino eso.
Completing task.
Climbing that. System down. Let's get back on
Fire! Let's push this barricade along!
Forward spawn.
I'm on
Somebody
fire!
call.
Well, you know what I mean.
There's an enemy here.
Don't lose your temper now.
Making progress on the barricade.
They have my attention now. Approaching the final destination.
Ya volví.
Whoa! I'm actually on fire!
Kill the Mogul!
Let's take back that robot.
2 minutes.
Ay, te asusté. ¿Qué tal? EMP charge. My ultimate is good to go. Hey, come here. Gotta go. System down. I'll find the back door. My ultimate is ready. Somebody call.
Watch out! I'm steaming hot!
Apagando las luces.
I like that.
Play of the game.
No, it's fun.
Inside every snail shell is a tiny disco ball. Disco isn't dead, instead it turns out that it just got small. They've got the boogie oogie all up in their buggy bodies. These super freaks of nature love to seek out funky hobbies. Disco snails, they're off to San Francisco where the disco's off the rails. They meet and dance the disco in disgusting garbage pails. The after parties in your garden where they'll eat your kale and dance to disco cause they're disco snails.
Disco snails, they're leaving silver trails. Current position's third in mission. They're on the roof, they found the groove. The simple answer is they're dancers.
Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
There's traffic on the freeway, for the snails are on the loose. Watch your step, they're only 1 inch tall atop their platform shoes. They've got the smoothest groovy moves up in their buggy bodies. This downright funkadelic bunch have come to start the party. Disco snails, they're off to San Francisco where the disco's off the rails. They meet and dance the disco in disgusting garbage pails. The after parties in your garden where they'll eat your kale and dance to disco cause they're disco snails.
Disco snails, they're leaving silver trails. They're in the hate, filled with love. It's not a spook, they found the groove. The simple answer is they're dancers. Disco snails, they're leaving silver trails. Their latitude is gratitude. It's not a spook, they found the groove. The simple answer is they're dancers.
In my world, there are no secrets.
Hostile spotted. Over there.
Face their console.
Disco snails, they're leaving silver
Let's
trails.
get back in line.
Tell it's gonna be one of those games.
They've got us outnumbered. Let's block that payload.
The payload has reached the chip. The payload has reached
I'm not fighting this out.
They're moving the payload.
A
Shut it down.
darle otra vez.
Ancora a bocca aperta, eh? Now entering King's Row.
Strike from above.
Yoga.
Over here. En route.
Yoga.
Vote for a Traveling to Mumbai. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Strike from above. Pre-flight checklist complete. Running clean and hot.
All systems fired up and ready to engage. Hit with them all.
Why you gotta be mean, bro? I was trying to be nice.
Let's show him some air power. En route. Out of the way.
Looking gonna be worse than the last one.
Objective lost.
Can't leave this one though.
Stop the payload.
I don't stay down.
They're pushing the payload.
I don't know
Stop
why I play
them.
this game. All it does is make me mad. It's not worth the anger. The little bit of rush I get from fighting.
Ash here.
Aerial positioning. Turret detected. On the move.
Someone stop that payload.
I have like 5 hit scans. Can't even play Terra no more because they put so many fucking counters in.
The skies away. She's gonna blow.
Yeah, let's just fall back to the second point and let them push all the way up, dude. Cool.
Someone stop that payload.
They outnumber us. Keep it tight.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of my way.
She's gonna blow.
Hey, stop them.
Hello.
Hello.
Direct hits at any range.
Stay out of my way. They're pushing the payload! Stop them!
Helden sterben nicht.
Right on target. Heavy armor, heavy firepower.
Double Stay near my pylon. Team kill.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Killing pylon deployed. Healing pylon here.
Increasing justice reigns from above.
Enemies on the payload!
My world,
Let's get
there
them!
are no secrets. Systems hacked. Systems hacked.
Helden sterben nicht.
Someone stop that payload!
I'm untouchable. System Enemy turret. And I'm back. Enemy turret. My ultimate is ready. Get in there. Systems hacked. Mucho mejor. ¿Qué onda? Complete.
Enemy turret ahead!
Systems hacked. Feeling much better.
Enemy turret ahead! Someone stop that payload!
Did I scare you? Systems hacked. Better get digging, Bob.
That's right.
Play of the game.
It's high noon.
That was a hard one game, bro. I'm sweaty.
Traveling to Nepal.
No recovering.
Strike from above.
I love this map.
Establishing aerial position.
Mommy? Okay, dude. Just chase me down, bro. Don't make any sound.
All systems nominal.
Now it's personal.
Securing the point. All in. Behind forward.
Hey. Okay, my head's in the game. En route.
Dude just doesn't fucking die, dude.
It's
Best round lost.
What's up?
Really fun game. Love it when they just hold me in the middle of a losing match.
0-1.
I like this place. It's contemplative.
I don't work with criminals.
What's right isn't always what's legal.
Then you change the laws.
Easy for you to say.
Leave this to a professional. Leave this to a professional.
One.
Leave this to a
Round
professional.
2. Capture the objective.
Let's win this time. Dispersing. System repair.
I'm just gonna fucking be a pussy and stand back the whole time. So I might as well just fucking
Point is mine, and you
kill
can't
somebody
have
else.
it. Someone better get a fire range because I'm on a roll.
¿Me extrañaste? ¿Qué onda? That party was boring.
harder.
me out?
Like I'm gonna
I
punch
don't
myself in
think
the
so.
They've got us outnumbered.
I'm just gonna report this guy and stop playing.
Stop them from... Zayek.
Let me try that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Het universum zingt.
Everyone, on the objective.
None.
Oh, I'm finding my shoulder. Yeah.
Catch you later.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
They really have it out for me.
Come on, Snowball. They need our help.
Fire at will.
Don't give up. We can do this. Coming up. We're outnumbered.
It's happening.
Defeat.
Shitters, dude. Bunch of fucking turds, bro.
Choose your map. Now traveling to Paraiso. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Come on, Snowball. They need our help.
You are nothing without my strength.
Scanning. Yes, this is a place.
Are you lot ready for some bloodshed? Capture objective A. Greetings. Looking around and move.
Got a sniper ahead.
hero's not going to save himself.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
They have donated the payload? Pretty pleased.
I've laid claim to the payload. Enemy's got a sniper.
Never stop learning.
Pushing the payload.
Don't you just love surprises? 抢来喽！
Play of the game. Vote for your map. Welcome to Oasis.
Come on, Snowball. They need our help.
Juno, you seem quite attached to your suit.
It keeps my vitals stable. Removing it could be catastrophic.
You should be fine now that you've acclimated to Earth.
I will keep it on. just in case I explode.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
시작해볼까? Just part of the scientific method.
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret ahead.
Activating self-destruct sequence. 勤能捕捉。
I am on fire! They're taking our point! Let's light up that kill feed! Enemy turret detected.
Don't give up. We can do this.
Defend our objective.
I gotta quit after this game. I'm getting too damn mad.
Your carry is here!
Last round lost. Well done, the course.
Behind you.
Score 2-1.
Weather report. Lots of sun. Strike from above. You should really get that looked at.
Helping those in need is its own reward.
Five, 4, 3,
Fun and
2,
playing fair.
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
On the move.
Fair. Where's the fun in playing fair?
Establishing aerial position.
Where's the fun in playing fair?
Of course, fucking stun, dude.
Sorry, but you did it.
Let's play with fucking stun. Let's play with stun then.
Are they for real?
Someone needs to fill this saddle. Round number. Stay sharp.
Juno has landed.
Dust off the boots.
Does nothing, bro. Does nothing, bro. Like, what? What the fuck is this, dude?
Maybe a different angle.
Plenty of bones to go around.
So fucking dumb, man.
The pleasure is mine. Blasting up.
Such a dumb fucking game, dude.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm done with it, dude. I'm uninstalling it again. I can't play it. I cannot fucking play that game. Literally, I'm about to fucking cry. I'm so mad, dude. I fucking hate this game so much. I don't know how I got hooked back into starting to play it again, but it has to fucking disappear from my life again, like it did for the last 6 years, because it's fucking terrible. I cannot play this fucking game. It is the worst fucking game ever created, and it brings out the worst in me. I fucking hate it. I'm never playing it again.
Don't be so
Yeah. Broken English.
It's a food place.
Nice.
I'm done. It's over.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. Yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah. Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving breadcrumbs so when I stray. Yeah, a lot of sacrifice in the price you pay. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, heart feelings I be more like you. Yeah, not to put your fire with the things I do. I'm on an island by my lonesome stranded. Low key and staying candid. Reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Finding comfort in the zones of closet bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine. Spinning in monsoon and grinning is high octane. Explosive how I came. Rolling down the hills cause life's a hassle. Encircled by my folly like a moat around the castle. Stay afloat. Catch a second wind. Thin is the air I breathe. Teary-eyed nose running. Wipe the snot on my sleeve. I'm calling on the Savior to be all that I need. Please forgive me my behavior. Had me lost in light speed. Times like these that make me say, yeah, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving breadcrumbs so when I stray. Yeah, a lot of sacrifice in the price you pay. Like living like a figure.
God damn, I'm going upstairs now?
Yep. God, where's those good videos that are long, bro?
You've never fully belonged to either generation, have you? Too young for Gen X, too old for millennials, born between 1976 and 1985. Gen X looks at you and sees a millennial. Millennials look at you and see Gen X. Neither side claims you. Neither side understands the specific territory you occupy. You're a Zennial, the Oregon Trail generation, the forgotten middle. And you stopped waiting for anyone to get it. Because here's what actually happened. You grew up in a world that moved slowly. Rotary phones, handwritten notes, no internet. If you were bored, you just sat with it. Then everything accelerated. Email, cell phones, social media, smartphones, constant connectivity, and you had to master both. Completely. Not as a kid, not as an adult who could opt out, right when your brain was forming who you'd become. That whiplash didn't just change your habits, it rewired your entire psychology. Let's start with where it began. You grew up analog, completely. If you wanted to talk to your friend, you called their house. Someone else might answer. You'd wait while they yelled down the hallway. If your friend wasn't home, you left a message, or tried again later. No texting, no updates, no coordinating in real time. You made plans and trusted they'd work. Meet at the mall at 3. If someone didn't show, you waited 15 minutes, then you left. If you were bored, you didn't scroll, you sat with it. Called the same 3 people, rewatched the same VHS, flicked through magazines you'd already read, and if nothing worked, you just existed in the boredom until it passed. This built something in you that younger generations never developed: the ability to be still without panic, to tolerate empty time, to exist in your own head without needing constant input. Then the shift started. You got your first email address, learned to type fast because AIM conversations mattered, crafted away messages that told people who you were. You got a cell phone, probably a Nokia or a Razor, learned T9 texting, 444 for G, 666 for O. You burned CDs with perfect track lists written in Sharpie, took photos on a digital camera and waited to upload them later. You were told your entire childhood, never talk to strangers online, never meet people from the internet. Then 5 years later, you signed up for OkCupid and married someone you met there. The rules changed faster than you could process them. Then everything accelerated. The real shift happened in 1 decade. Between 2000 and 2010, everything you knew about how the world worked became obsolete. You were in your early 20s, starting your career, figuring out relationships, becoming an adult, and the entire infrastructure of daily life transformed. Email went from optional to mandatory. Miss a day and you missed jobs, opportunities, critical information. Cell phones went from luxury to necessity. Being unreachable stopped being normal. It became irresponsible. Social media arrived in waves. Friendster, MySpace, Facebook, when it required a college email. And staying connected went from phone calls to wall posts to status updates to likes. Then smartphones. The iPhone in 2007. Within 3 years, everything was always available, always on, always demanding attention. You didn't grow up with this. You learned it as an adult, while trying to build a career, while figuring out who you were, while becoming a fully formed person, and the pressure to adapt was immediate. Your job required constant software updates. Your friendships required you to stay active online. Dating required you to build a profile and optimize how you presented yourself. You couldn't opt out. You couldn't say, "I'm not good with technology," and expect to function. So you learned it all, but nobody warned you what it would cost. That split came with costs. It cost you a sense of permanence. Nothing stayed the same long enough to feel solid. By the time you mastered one system, it changed. It cost you single-focused attention. Your brain learned to fragment across multiple inputs because survival required it. Now it's hard to just be with one thing. It cost you easy trust. You watched online you and real you split in yourself and everyone else. You learned profiles don't equal reality. It cost you stillness, the ability to be bored without immediately fixing it, to sit without stimulation, to exist without constant input. These aren't character flaws, they're adaptation costs. You paid them to survive a transition nobody prepared you for. But here's what it built. That same whiplash built something most people don't have. You became fluent in both worlds. You can have a conversation without checking your phone, but you can also navigate any platform, any software, any system thrown at you. You remember what connection felt like before screens. But you also know how to maintain relationships across distance and time zones. You're not digitally native, you're digitally fluent. And that distinction matters more than people realize. You developed verification instinct. You don't take online information at face value. You don't assume someone's profile reflects their reality. Because you remember when online and offline were completely separate. And sometimes they still are. You verify before you trust. If you've ever been called paranoid for Googling someone before a first date, this is that instinct. You learn strategic presence. You know when to engage and when to step back, when to be online and when to disconnect completely. Not because you're anti-technology, because your nervous system wasn't built for constant input. You feel it when you've been online too long. The scattered feeling, the overstimulation, the sense that your attention is fragmenting into too many directions. So you step away, not forever, just long enough to feel like yourself again. If you've ever deleted Instagram on Friday and reinstalled it Monday, that's this pattern. You mastered continuous adaptation. You've been learning new systems your entire adult life. Email, social media, smartphones, remote work, AI tools, whatever comes next. One more platform doesn't break you. You just learn it. This made you anti-fragile in a world that constantly shifts. You can be present without assistance. You learn to exist in stillness before constant stimulation was an option, so you can be bored without panic, alone without spiraling, focused without apps forcing you. Your attention is actually yours. You're probably the only person you know who can sit in a waiting room without pulling out your phone. You see through performance. You spot curated vulnerability immediately. Not because you're cynical, because you remember when authenticity wasn't content. When people just were who they were without calculating how it would land with an audience. When someone posts, "I'm so blessed to announce," you immediately know what they're actually selling. But there's another layer to this. Being caught between generations is lonelier than people realize. Gen X looks at you and sees millennials. Too young, too digitally dependent, too soft. Millennials look at you and see Gen X. Too old, too disconnected, too cynical. Neither group fully claims you. Neither fully understands the specific territory you occupy. You don't get the Gen X nostalgia that younger Gen Xers share, but you also don't relate to millennial optimism about changing systems. You're too digital for Gen X gatherings, too analog for millennial work cultures, and you stopped waiting for either side to get it. You're used to not quite fitting, used to being overlooked in every generational analysis, used to explaining yourself, but that position gave you something valuable. You see both directions clearly. You understand what Gen X values because you lived their world. You understand what millennials need because you built your life in theirs. You're the bridge nobody asked for. But you're there anyway. So here's what you carry. You're living with something specific. You remember the before, you adapted to the after, and you exist permanently in the tension between both. You can function in a world that moves too fast, but you also carry the memory of what was lost when everything sped up. You trust slowly. You verify constantly. You can be alone without falling apart. You disconnect regularly because you know what happens when you don't, and you carry a quiet awareness of a world that doesn't exist anymore. Not because it was perfect, but because it was slower. And that slowness created space for something the fast world doesn't allow: actual presence. You're not broken, you're not confused, you're not stuck between two generations. You're the only ones who lived both worlds fully enough to understand what was traded when everything accelerated. Raised slow, forced fast. Some call you Zennials, some call you the Oregon Trail generation. Some don't call you anything at all because you got skipped in the generational conversation entirely. But you know exactly what you are. You're the ones who remember what came before and learn to function in what came after. And that experience built a psychology worth understanding. When people wonder why you need to disconnect sometimes, or why you don't romanticize constant connectivity, or why you take longer to trust online than in person, this is why. You're not resistant to progress. You're not nostalgic for a past that wasn't actually better. You just lived both, completely. During the years that mattered most, and you know exactly what it costs to keep pace. Which world do you still carry more? The before or the after? Drop your birth year below. Zennial or just caught in the same transition. And if you remember your first cell phone, your old AIM screen name, or the first website you ever visited, let's see it in the comments.
Behind this door, through this gate, and under these trees,
the drone wasn't able to fly where we wanted it to go.
It keeps dropping signal.
There is a real and actual secret society. A group of the most powerful, wealthy men in the world, going back over a century. The Bohemian Club is an invite-only, men-only social club in San Francisco that's long been the center of conspiracy theory.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care? I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Especially surrounding their yearly encampments at Bohemian Grove. Allegedly meant for the ultra-powerful to just relax and bro out.
SEAL Team 6 came? The lakeside talks. That's key.
This is where they would keep all of the sex workers during the Grove.
Presidents, CEOs, bankers, lobbyists, Supreme Court justices, CIA directors, and those are just the people who've been disclosed already. The full membership is meant to be completely private. But investigative reporter Daniel Boguslaw reached out to More Perfect Union with something wild.
This is every member of the Bohemian Club, and this is everyone who attended the 2023 summer encampment.
Even just the first few names I saw made me realize this is a story. Lots of people have already tried to enter the Grove or generally reveal its secrets, exposing the supposed occult rituals that go on inside.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000.
But we wanted to know, what does any of this actually mean for the rest of us Americans who aren't part of this elite club? I get that they do weird rituals, but how is that my problem? So Dan and I went to California to investigate. We talked to workers from the Grove, a woman who has been protesting the Grove for nearly half a century and spent way too much time digging through old documents in hotel rooms. And what we found is almost scarier than any occult ritual. I know there's a lot of other stuff going on right now in the news, but investigating the Grove explains a lot of things that are broken in our economy and how the power structures of our country have empowered small groups of influential rich people who have been driving policy decisions behind closed doors for generations. And among many other things, we'll be reporting for the first time the involvement of a current senator.
There it is. Weaving spiders come not here.
Let's go back to 1872. The Bohemian Club was started as a hangout for local journalists before growing and admitting artists and intellectuals, and eventually admitting rich guys, because those other guys don't have any money. They could eventually afford this 6-story building on the edge of the Tenderloin. The building itself offers little information. Drawn blinds, no one coming in or out. But the club started hosting summer encampments in the NorCal Redwoods in 1878, eventually moving them to the massive Bohemian Grove. The encampment's secrecy and notorious rituals, like burning a giant effigy in tribute to an owl statue, they're really big on owls, have made the event a magnet for conspiracy theory. The list Dan acquired was for attendance at an encampment nearly 150 years later.
I went to the Bay. I found a guy who I knew would have the list. I kept showing up to his office until he finally agreed to give it to me. This is the original list of 2017, full membership list of everyone who's part of the club. Subsequently, I was able, through those connections, to get more and more, and that's where we got the 2023 Grove encampment.
And the list is massive. Broken down into the smaller camps the members are split up into. But it's a totally overwhelming amount of information. Any name we researched was tied to something. So at first, it was hard for us to draw specific conclusions and connections. But then Dan got in touch with a source who put us on the right track.
We'd love to talk to you about the club there.
Be prepared because I've been archiving and it's cold out here. I have no heat, so come with a good jacket.
Mary Moore, who lives not too far from the Grove, has been protesting and researching it for decades, long before Alex Jones even got his public access show.
Somebody came up and gave me a membership list, knowing that I was an activist. So we used it to research who was making the profit. These are the guys that prefer to work behind the scenes as much as they can. My purpose back then was to make people in the movement understand all our issues are connected by who profits from them.
So what modern issues can we tie directly back to the Grove? What was literally planned at the Grove that affects us today? There's decades of information. Reagan and Nixon specifically loved sending letters about their favorite secret society. But a few things in particular stuck out to me. How they rigged our economy and broke certain programs that were only now seeing effect of. How they established a vast dark money lobbying network. How they set up a tax heist scheme to funnel taxpayer dollars directly to executives. How they ruined the very city they're headquartered in. And how they hold on to the power. Let's start small and specific with the rigged economy. This little tidbit is from the Reagan Library, and as far as I can tell, we're the first to unearth it. It's a memo to Alan Greenspan from Edwin Harper, who's an assistant to the president, saying, "You asked for the paper we discussed at the Bohemian Grove," and it's this document called Social Security Reform Proposals. This is from 1981. In 1983, the Reagan administration did reform Social Security. They made cuts that are still affecting us today. So I reached out to an expert, Alex Lawson at Social Security Works, who sent me one of my favorite emails to receive, which just said, "Your thesis is completely correct. This cut to Social Security was planned at Bohemian Grove. And this is something that's going to be affecting like our generation." But that's not the only Reagan policy to come straight from the Grove. This one book tells the story of a Reagan advisor being persuaded to cut capital gains taxes by iconic investor Bill Draper, while they, quote, sat semi-naked at the Grove. That little change is what enabled the high-risk investment model of the venture capital business, which spawned the tech industry as we know it today. Draper was on the 2023 attendee list, still attending the Grove 42 years later, as was his son Tim Draper, also in venture capital. That's another important part of this, the generational membership. Families that have been passing on power for generations, both in the form of wealth and these connections. And one of these families founded one of the most influential groups in American history. That's dark money.
Do any of these names ring a bell?
Charles Koch, obviously. Coors.
Pete Coors is the son of Joseph Coors Sr., himself the son of Adolf Coors, all three of the Coors beer empire. But the real legacy of Coors isn't beer. Joseph co-founded and funded the Heritage Foundation with other club members in 1976. Heritage is part of a network that has influenced, led, and funded pro-corporate politics for decades, all of which are connected to the club through funding, founders, or board members and directors. Heritage was immensely powerful during the Reagan administration and had huge influence on its policy. Charles Koch, synonymous with anti-worker political spending, obviously attends the Grove. And remember when Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas got caught taking lavish gifts from Club for Growth lead Harlan Crow? One of those gifts was a trip to Bohemian Grove. Heritage founder Coors Sr. is long dead, but his co-founder, Edwin Fulner, is on the attendance list for the Grove in 2023, when he would have been 82 years old. And he was on the board of Heritage until he died in late 2025. But there's one family that's more deeply tied to the Bohemian Club and elite collusion than any other. That brings us to tax heist. The Bechtel family incorporation isn't a household name, but they're one of the wealthiest families and largest private corporations in the world. There are two Bechtels on our list, and the family has been involved for generations. Here's Stephen Bechtel Sr. at camp with Henry Kissinger, which came with a cute little memo from Bechtel to Kissinger. The Bechtel Corporation works in massive construction projects, the kinds a government needs to pay for. This is just a partial list of people who sit in the center of the Bechtel executives, government, Bohemian Club member Venn diagram. Caspar Weinberger, George Schultz, Edwin Meese, John McCone. McCone invented the concept of cost plus for government contractors. The system where contractors tell the government how much something costs, then get a little profit treat on top of that. Because the contractor determines the cost, they have no reason to keep costs down, especially surrounding executive pay. It screwed us on everything from how much of our tax dollars go to the wealthy to Medicare Advantage. Then, in the early 2000s, the US invaded Iraq. Driven by club members like George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, and Colin Powell. Bechtel got paid millions to clean up the mess. Since so much of this was planned at the Grove, we had to see the place, where the slogan is supposedly "Weaving spiders come not here," which implies they aren't supposed to be doing business there. So what exactly are they doing up there? So we drove over.
No trespassing violators will be prosecuted.
And again, we're met with nothing but a security booth and some strange issues with our drone.
It keeps dropping signal. Pretty weird. I mean, I haven't seen this much interference.
It's not Grove season after all. But talking to some folks in the neighboring town, Monte Rio, had a lot to teach us.
At my old job, we used to point to the mountain where the property is, and then the people of the Grove came in and told us that we can't say that.
But then Dan got a call that could give us an inside view.
Where I come from, it's kind of a rite of passage to work at the Bohemian Grove.
Two former employees of the Grove, a driver and a skeet shooting instructor, were down to talk to us, but wanted to stay anonymous.
It's all kind of structured in a way so that the members don't really have to see. any of the workers. We don't have to interact with them. They're not supposed to interact with them. So what I saw was a picture of the entire cast of their production of Macbeth with Colin Powell as the lead.
Which all seems just kind of weird and lame, right?
It's cheesy. I don't think these guys are spending every day thinking about how they can fuck up the environment and the world consciously, but it's got to be nice to have a little respite from doing that.
Monterey is the poorest town in Sonoma County.
The cost of living out here has become unbelievable. It's almost as expensive to live out here as it is to live in San Francisco proper.
Similar is true of the area back in the city around their clubhouse. The Tenderloin is the poorest part of SF, a city that's been the center of national discussion about housing prices, crime, and homelessness, and a state that's been a hot point regarding taxing the rich, which brings us back to Dan's list.
So Dan, what's the name of this big SF advocacy group?
It's called Neighbors for a Better San Francisco. At one point, I believe still was the biggest big dollar spender in local SF politics. This group is spending on city council races, mayor races, trying to sway ballot measures, ballot initiatives.
Nick Podell?
Yep.
William Oberndorf?
Yep.
Stephen Merrill?
Bingo.
This thing's basically just an offshoot of the Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, this is Atwater. He's the founder and former chairman of Prime Finance.
Kaiser, come here. Kaiser, come here.
Private engineering out there.
Bloody ass motherfuckers, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Go play fucking chess or something, you fucking nerds. Guess I'll just play by myself, dude. My friends don't play. Just taking too long, I'm leaving. How interesting is... It's not that interesting, no. Next one here. Okay, guess I'll just go back to Blitz by myself. Yeah, what's up, dude?
Hey, what up? How you doing?
Dark going to bed?
Yeah. He's got to pull a double tomorrow.
Oh, nice. It's always fun.
Oh, yeah. At this point in time, I'd rather be doing anything than working at Walmart. Hey, kitty. That's the IT. It's just not what I'm used to, you know what I'm saying?
What, it's just
I'd
too
rather be...
boring, basically, or?
The office politics is too much.
Oh,
It's the office politics is bullshit. You know?
Yeah, I bet. I just keep my head down and fucking listen to my headphone. Yeah, keep a hidden headphone in my earbud or some shit.
Oh, I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to use a headphone.
Yeah.
It's just I don't like the place, you know, anymore.
Yeah.
Especially my manager. She's a fucking dumbass bitch. So I'm convinced she's just trying to get me fired because she's an asshole. So.
What can you do? Look for other work, I guess, and put in your notice.
Yeah, I did find there's another day labor down here.
Yeah.
I found it. Yeah, this dude said all I do is take the 18. You can basically ask around, but take the 18 downtown. I was like, all right. I might try that out Thursday or Friday and see what see what happens. Damn it, I'm down.
Are you dead? You're dead or down?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm down.
Hard to keep track. Fire here for a minute.
Oh, come on. Not in the window. Let me out the window, damn it.
He's pushing us.
There's a house out here.
Yeah,
There's here. I was gonna say there's a house right out here.
Should've seen it. Use mine all up.
Hmm.
It was too late to turn back by then.
Yep. Yeah, that storm don't play. Everybody's dead.
Another one from behind us. Another one.
Not seen that. Oh, you went to shield levels? Okay. No, I hate these things. We use them for somebody else to use them.
They're all over the place.
Yeah, I know. But it's less than people can have. Whenever I see them, I just use them up. I got the. You go ahead with the 20. Ooh, gotta go. Storm's coming. So that drives. Oh, no electric turn yet.
Oh, like 98 hours. Tried to use it twice now and I get killed, so it's not easy.
On my phone? I've won game after game with those things.
Huh.
You trying to get to it? Okay. Where'd you go? See ya. I'm right behind you. I'm going with you. Alright, this is probably job. Oh, who the hell else was hitting me? I wonder if I can still open the llama.
So I talked to Jem also, by the way, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the second week of May. So
Okay.
that's when, because he and I plan on going to Chicago for like a week or 10 days or something. And
Oh, nice.
we're gonna do that. I didn't want to try to squeeze it in before that, so we're gonna do
Yeah.
that. And then, yeah. Is that 2 months? About 2 months?
Yeah.
Right here if I want.
Oh, damn it. I see him. Oh. I'm gonna play one more game and then I'm gonna watch some TV before I go to bed. I'm watching Bleach. That just reminded me I was watching Bleach. I'm on episode of like 220 something. A little bit.
I'm just kind of bored playing everything at the moment.
I just had one of those days today at work. It's like, Jesus, I'm ready to go home. Ready not to come back to this stupid fucking job.
Huh. You have good days though? Some days are nice or what?
Yeah. But most of the time it's like fucking, I hate working here. That. Use it real quick. Where is...
Hey, your brother.
Yeah, I hear him. Is it epic? Is it an epic dagger?
Oh, I don't know. Is that what he said? You got a dagger or something?
Yeah, I think he said that.
Oh shit, might get a dagger from our rogue or something. Pretty tight. He's already got like fucking 7 pieces of gear. He's like, I got some gear for you when you get it. I'm like, no, I want to play, but I just, you know.
Ain't got them want to anymore.
Right, yeah. Got hoodies here and stuff. Coming towards you. Oh shit, you're in.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's my favorite gun. Oh yeah, I got none. Oh, come on. Oh, I need health. I need shield, not really health. Oh, that's a good thing. What is it? I see him. They're over by the supply drop. Yep.
Alright, dude. Good night.
Alright, good night. Yep. Nope, not that button.
Did you?
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And I think I'm done, actually.